Then we opened up a pawn shop. So it's all I've ever done. I enjoy doing it. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things going on there.
Shock when rumors began circulating that Richard Kevin Harrison, better known as Rick Harrison, had been sentenced to life in prison, known for his straightforward business style and vast historical knowledge. Rick suddenly found himself entangled in serious legal trouble. Something no one had anticipated for years. Porn stars captivated audiences by offering a glimpse into the intriguing world of porn dealing, featuring rare artifacts, intense negotiations, and the everyday drama within Rick AR's well-known Las Vegas porn shop. However, his successful television career has now taken an unforeseen and dark turn. But what exactly led to such a severe punishment? Stay with us as we explore the events that led to the shocking turn in Rick's life and uncover the details behind the case. Richard Kevin Harrison, a prominent American businessman and television personality, was born on March 22, 1965, in Lexington, North Carolina. At the age of 2, he moved with his family to San Diego, California, where he spent most of his early years as a child. Rick was diagnosed with epilepsy at the age of 8, condition that kept him home from school frequently. During this time, he developed a deep love for reading, which contributed to his extensive knowledge of history, a skill that would later prove invaluable in his career. Despite his passion for learning, Rick faced challenges in his early life. His struggles with epilepsy led to frequent school absences, and he eventually dropped out during his sophomore year of high school. However, this did not dampen his ambition. Instead, he pursued self-education, immersing himself in books on various subjects, particularly history and business. This self-taught approach would later become evident in his vast knowledge showcased on porn stars. During his teenage years, Rick started working alongside his father in different business ventures, developing a sharp eye for value and authenticity, skills that would be crucial in his future profession. At just 17, he and his girlfriend Kim discovered they were expecting a child, leading them to get married. The couple had 2 sons, Corey and Adam, but their marriage ended after 8 years. In 1981, Rick's family relocated to Las Vegas, Nevada, where his father, Richard Benjamin Harrison, widely known as the Old Man, established the gold and silver coin shop. By 1989, the business had evolved into the now famous gold and silver porn shop, which would later serve as the backdrop for porn stars. Transitioning from a coin shop to a porn shop was a strategic move, as the Harrisons recognized the greater profitability in the porn industry. In the early years, Rick and his father worked tirelessly to build their reputation in Las Vegas. Rick often encountered difficult customers and sometimes found himself in dangerous situations, which strengthened his negotiation skills and business acumen. By the early 2000s, he had gained a strong reputation in the Las Vegas area for his expertise in collectibles and historical artifacts. The porn shop became a destination for those seeking unique and valuable items, drawing interest from both locals and tourists. Seeing the potential for entertainment in his business, Rick began pitching the idea of a reality TV show centered around the daily operations of the porn shop. After years of persistence and multiple rejections, Rick finally secured a deal with the History Channel. In 2009, Porn Stars premiered, offering a behind-the-scenes look at the gold and silver porn shop. The show featured Rick, his son Coy Big Hoss Harrison, his father the Old Man Harrison, and their friend Austin Chamley Russell, as they assessed bought and sold items with historical significance and varying Degrees of value. The series quickly became a massive success, transforming Rick from a local businessman into a well-known television information. His expertise and passion for history attracted a wide audience, helping make the show one of the most successful programs on the History Channel. Under Rick's leadership, the pawn shop grew into a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world eager to see the stars or even make an appearance on the show. The business thrived and merchandise sales sought as Rick leveraged his fame through book deals, personal appearances, and even the launch of his own restaurant. The success of porn stars elevated him to celebrity status, leading to guest spots on talk shows, magazine features, and invitations to speak at business events. His journey from humble beginnings to national recognition resonated with many, and his no-nonsense business advice earned him respect beyond the entertainment industry. As the central figure on Porn Stars, Rick was known for his sharp business skills and practical approach. He often played the role of the voice of reason, stepping into to curb his son Coy's ambitious purchases or chum's unpredictable antics. His close relationship with his father, known as the Old Man, was built on years of working together, and their mutual respect was evident after his father's passing in 2018. Rick remained committed to preserving his legacy, ensuring that the shop continued to operate with the same core principles during Porn Stars' peak popularity. Rick's personal life experienced its own changes. His first marriage ended in divorce, and he later married Tracy Harrison, with whom he spent 27 years before they separated in 2011 and 2013. He wed Diana Abditt in a ceremony officiated by Counting Cars star Danny Coker, with Chamley serving as the ring bearer, while Rick generally kept his personal life private. Occasional mentions on the show revealed his strong dedication to family despite the pressures of fame and business. Beyond the porn shop, Rick expanded his entrepreneurial ventures, opening Rick's Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Tavern at Porn Plaza next to the Gold and Silver Porn Shop. He also co-authored the 2011 book License to Porn: D Steals in My Life at the Gold and Silver, which detailed his experiences in business philosophy, always looking for new opportunities. He continuously worked to grow his brand and business empire. Throughout his career, Rick demonstrated a keen eye for recognizing value where others might not. On Porn Stars, he evaluated a wide range of items, from historical documents and vintage cars to ancient artifacts and modern collectibles. While his expertise was extensive, he wasn't afraid to bring in specialists when necessary, showing a smart understanding of his own limits. Over the years, he made countless deals, some highly profitable and others less successful. His deep knowledge of firearms, watches, and American history often led to impressive acquisitions, turning small investments into substantial profits. Among his most notable purchases was a 2001 New England Patriots Super Bowl ring, which he bought for Rick's life had not been without challenges, many of which resulted from the decisions he made in 2023. His legal troubles began when federal agents raided his Las Vegas home as part of an ongoing investigation that had been in progress for several months. At first, the public was unaware of the details surrounding the case, leading to widespread speculation online. The Southern raid shocked both fans and those close to Rick during the operation. FBI agents, alongside IRS investigators and representatives from the Department of Cultural Heritage Protection, carried out search warrants at both Rick's home and the Gold and Silver Porn Shop. Employees and customers who were present at the shop during the raid were temporarily detained while authorities seized computers, documents, and various items from the store's inventory. Rick's son Key, who was at the shop at the time, later described the experience as surreal, comparing it to a scene from a movie. Witnesses reported that Rick remained composed as agents escorted him from his home. Even his neighbors recorded the event on their cell phones. The footage quickly spread across social media as more information came to light. It became evident that authorities were investigating allegations of a sophisticated tax evasion scheme, money laundering operations linked to high-value items passing through the pawn shop, and accusations of dealing in illegally obtained artifacts. The case reportedly originated from suspicious transactions flagged by financial institutions and complaints from former business associates. In the aftermath of the raid, the History Channel suspended production of porn stars, stating that they were monitoring the situation and would make necessary decisions as more details emerged. Meanwhile, the gold and silver pawn shop remained operational but saw a noticeable decline in customers as Rick's legal troubles began affecting the business. Initially, Rick's representatives strongly denied any wrongdoing, insisting that the investigation was a misunderstanding that would soon be resolved. His attorney, David Marshall, a well-known Las Vegas lawyer who had represented high-profile clients, reassured the public that Rick had always conducted his business with integrity and in full compliance with the law. However, as the investigation continued, unsettling details, collections court documents later revealed that the investigation had in part been initiated by a former employee who had worked closely with Rick in acquiring high-value items. This whistleblower provided authorities with details about a separate bookkeeping system that was allegedly used for off-the-record transactions. Rick was arrested but released on bond the following day, with a court appearance scheduled shortly after. He faced multiple felony charges, including tax evasion, money laundering, dealing in stolen property, and conspiracy to traffic illegally obtained cultural artifacts. Rick's lawyer, David Marshall, confirmed that his client strongly denied all charges and was prepared to fight them in court. The legal battle that ensued stretched on for nearly a year, with Rick steadfastly asserting his innocence. However, as the case progressed, mounting evidence and testimony from former associates made his situation increasingly dire. Prosecutors presented financial records, encrypted messages, and witness statements from ex-employees who claimed Rick had directed them to alter documentation for certain high-value items. Additionally, they introduced evidence suggesting he had set up offshore accounts to conceal profits from particularly lucrative transactions. One of the most damaging pieces of evidence was a series of text messages between Rick and an unidentified supplier, in which they discussed ways to obscure the provenance of an 18th century document believed to have been stolen from a university archive. In another conversation, Rick allegedly talked about structuring a sale in a way that would avoid triggering financial reporting requirements for large cash transactions. Despite the legal pressure, Rick remained defiant in public. He appeared on conservative talk shows, insisting that he was being unfairly targeted due to his political views, and success. Supporters rallied behind him, launching the #FIT campaign and organizing protests outside the courthouse. During his hearings, the situation took a dramatic turn when Rick was caught breaking the law, shocking those who had long viewed him as a knowledgeable straight-shooting businessman from porn stars. His arrest Report painted a different picture, one of a far more calculating individual than many had assumed. His legal troubles exposed an unexpected side of his personality, and the revelations continued to unfold while many were quick to pass judgment based on media reports. Others stressed the need for compassion during difficult times. Devoted fans formed support groups on social media, emphasizing the educational value Rick had provided through porn stars. Rick made me love history in a way school never could, one supporter wrote. Now it's our turn to show him that we appreciate everything he's done. Fans encouraged others to join these online communities in solidarity. When the verdict was announced, the courtroom fell into silence. Rick, who had remained composed throughout the trial, turned pale. His son, Key, seated behind him, buried his face in his hands, while Chamley, who had attended every day in support of his mentor, was seen hastily leaving the room, visibly emotional. The sentence stunned legal experts, with many arguing that it was harsher than the crimes warranted. However, the judge justified the decision by emphasizing not just the financial offenses but also the irreversible harm caused to historical and cultural heritage through Rick's involvement in trafficking stolen artifacts. Mr. Harrison, you have presented yourself to the public as a guardian of history, someone who respects the stories behind objects and understands their cultural significance, the judge said. During this business COI shared in a recent interview the valuable lessons he passed down are what I'm building on now. We made mistakes, big ones, but this shop has been a part of Las Vegas for over 30 years, and I'm determined to keep it going for another 30. Rick's life has been an extraordinary journey, from a small porn shop owner to a reality TV star, entrepreneur, and now a convicted felon serving a life sentence. His dramatic fall from a respected businessman to a disgraced public figure is a powerful reminder of how quickly fortunes can change, especially under the unforgiving spotlight of fame. Some cultural analysts have compared his downfall to a Shakespearean tragedy, a man deeply knowledgeable about history, yet ultimately undone by his dealings with historical artifacts. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the risks that come with success, the temptations it brings, and the fine line between smart business decisions and illegal activity. As the case unfolds, more developments are expected, leaving the reality TV world shaken and the Harrison family struggling to keep their business afloat without its longtime leader. In these difficult times, Rick Harrison needs as much support as possible. Fans of porn stars who have appreciated his contributions to television over the years are encouraged to send their prayers, positive thoughts, and words of encouragement. The Harrison family has launched a website where supporters can leave messages that will be delivered to Rick in prison. The family has emphasized that hearing from fans has been Rick's greatest source of comfort during this ordeal. The website also provides the address for sending letters of support, with the family noting Rick has always been grateful for porn stars' viewers